I wanted to take maybe 2-3 minutes max to come on here and speak on the topic that was in my last podcast clip, where we talked about why women tend to choose the bad guy versus the guy that has his stuff together. And I wanted to speak to it more so on the subconscious and how the subconscious mind works versus the conscious mind. Stay with me. So keep in mind, the subconscious mind controls 95% of how we move, while our conscious mind only controls 5%. Part of the reason why it's so hard to break a bad habit. Our conscious mind is the part of the mind where we use that part where we're actively thinking. It's our reasoning, it's our logic. The subconscious is the part of the mind that produces our dreams. It produces our habitual patterns and our behaviors. It's picking up on, it's working 24/7, and it's picking up on all of these different things that we just unknowingly don't know. So the subconscious mind plays a big part into what we see in our environment and how we take those things on and how we act those things out, particularly in relationships and relating to other people. Keep in mind, the subconscious also regulates our nervous system, and our nervous system actually controls those bodily functions that we unconsciously don't control. So I'm going to use my own personal experience to kind of tie this together. I grew up in a 2-parent household, but within my household, there was a lot of codependency. My father, to be completely transparent, was very dismissive. So that was what I was used to, dismissiveness. And then, my mother, on the other hand, was very loving. So if you get into attachment theory, all of that inner childhood work, all of that stuff, my upbringing was very confusing with the codependency, the love on one side, the lack of love on the other. And when I went out into the world looking for relationships, I ended up getting with guys who would show quote unquote potential. Or, like I said, I would flock to dismissiveness. And with a guy being dismissive, in my mind, the cue was to work harder, right? And I might get a little bit of something, and like I said, get that little breadcrumb. And then with that little breadcrumb, I'm thinking, okay, if I just work a little bit harder, I'll get what I want, what I consciously want. So and working harder could be building him up, helping him try to reach a goal maybe that he probably didn't ask for. It could just be, it sounds good, it looks good, it may fit him. Let me try to help him get here. And I did that for a very long time, not doing the work on myself, and knowing that I was attracting these people because of my upbringing, because of what I was familiar to, and not knowing that my underlying belief really was, if I wasn't needed by a man, then I was easily discarded. Or my underlying belief was, if you have to earn love in order to get it. And that's not true. You don't have to do the most. You don't have to do any of that. But I really had to do the work to figure that out, and to notice that my nervous system was messed up due to my upbringing, due to the things that I saw, due to the things that I thought love was. So I'm looking for chemistry, or I'll get with a guy who was quote unquote boring, or quote unquote had his stuff together, and I didn't feel the same sparks because I was looking for those red flag alarms my nervous system was sending out, and this person wasn't giving them to me because it was calm, it was peace. I didn't have to do anything. But within me not having to do anything, with my underlying belief that I didn't know I had subconsciously of, you have to earn love, or if you're not needed, you're easily discarded, I didn't know what to do with that relationship. So it wouldn't last. So after a really bad breakup, me doing the most for somebody who ended up discarding me. I really had to do the work and look at myself. And after doing the work and continuing to do the work, because, you know, it doesn't happen like that. You know, the guys that I was attracted to, I'm no longer attracted to them. But in short, that is one of the reasons why women tend to flock to, or they'll flock to somebody that they know is probably not the best, but they're attracted to them. They stimulate that part in them because it's something that they're familiar with. And then subconsciously, right? And then consciously, they're in the middle of this mess and they know they want better. And then they try to flip the script and they try to change it. So I think, in my opinion, in my experience, that's where it comes from. If you feel like you can relate, let me know. Comment, hit the like button, share the video.